Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be playing some more blueprints. Starting to see a lot more of the rooms. I have an idea of how things should go, right? Like I feel like we're making progress, but it's hard to say when the rooms change every single day. You know what I mean? But we have income. If we're lucky, we'll get a shovel right off the bat. We're going to do our new-ish, no longer, we've done it a couple of times, so it's no longer new, I guess, strategy. Get our income of opening all these doors before we go anywhere. Ooh. So we could do a spare room. The foundation is nice to have that just there. And it has a couple of entrances that exits, which is lovely. So we could just give up a square. Let's get the spare room out of the way. Spare room almost always shows up this first set of options. So, ooh, we could do the den. That's lovely. I like that. And that gives us a gem. We started, oh, that's right. We started with 5 gems and 1 extra money because we held that over from last time. We used an ability that allowed us to do that. So we actually don't need gems right this minute, but we'll use a lot of them. So let's go ahead and open the den up. And then are we going to get, what are we getting? Ooh, a security room right off the bat. Yes, please. Like I wouldn't mind the observatory because we will get, this will be the 4th star, but ooh, or we could do a hallway. I know we're going to need keys is the problem. I have plenty of gems. Let's do the security room. I like that it's right front and center. But let's go see what is in this shed out here, because that could be very good for us long term if we could find, like, I don't know, finding that nuclear fallout kind of shelter was pretty darn cool last time. Of course, we did not find anything. Let's go ahead. I don't know what the schoolhouse does. I don't know what adding 8 classrooms does. Let's go ahead and add them. And then we'll at least figure it out, right? Okay, so there is a place to dig here. Ooh, closing address. For the last 38 years, it has been my pleasure of serving as your school master in this humble little facility. And meager as it may look by modern standards, I think most of us who spent our afternoons here will readily admit that we are reluctant to see this small piece of Reddington history go. I first wish to thank Lady Espin for our gracious host today, for not only paying attention in my classes those many years ago, but for all the fundraising she has done on behalf of our community and our children. Without her, Reddington Elementary would still be a distant and blurry vision, a vision that I dared not even dream. That dreamer is, of course, the incomparable Mrs. Peterson, our future principal and our reluctant successor, who I might add forced me to give this speech so that I think I'll end my praise of her there, though she deserves much more, I admit. To the architect of our new school, the Baron Sinclair, thank you for following in your father's footsteps and building Reddington yet another school, and for also allowing the use of your own private residence and floor plans to serve as our interim facility until the new campus is complete in March. A decision I'm certain he will immediately regret tomorrow morning when he hears the children running through his halls. And lastly, I wish to thank all my students, many of you here today whom I have not seen in years, whose faces I still remember as young and manners wild. Those here whose parents before them I have also taught, and whose children I may yet. Without you, I will have had a lifetime of peace and quiet, and yet What is all the peace in the world if you have no one to bestow demerits upon? You. Thank you all sincerely. My time here has meant the world to me. And if I'm still standing in 8 months, I will see you all at a slightly less melancholic ribbon cutting ceremony next year. Better joke to end. Remember to give Mrs. Peterson her gift. Interesting. Is there. Can I. No, I cannot open. What gift? What did you give her? Hey, look, there's Chuck. A writing board. Ooh. Last time we turned on the other flame. Is the other flame still on? I didn't even bother to look. It is. Ooh, that's a permanent flame turn on. Okay, so it was a potentially a good thing to open this up. Herbie. Is there anything else scratched on these old wooden? Nope. Does not look like it. Okay, well, we get 8 more school rooms. See how that all works out. Let's go down and see if adding that other flame will do anything for us. I don't think so. I have a feeling we need to add all 4 maybe. I don't know though. But there are definitely 2 burning now. Yeah, I feel like we have to add all 4 and then maybe there's like something that lowers here. Or maybe I'm just gamerifying everything. And I wish that wasn't so dark, but apparently it is. So, yeah. All right, back in the house. Let's see where we should go. I want to open up some map before we go into the security room because I don't want the security room to tell me, "Hey, you've already missed something," because that would be annoying. All right, hey, there's a classroom. While drafting in classroom, you may draw each floor pen one time for each room in your house. Oh, and then we have the library. Ooh, the library's not bad. I'm gonna get a whole bunch of classrooms, and right now that classroom's not gonna do me any good because I don't have any other rooms like that. So let's put the library up close and personal. Oh, and then we should have a book, right? Because we did a book last time. What is this? Ooh. Okay, so there's something on that side of the house. Interesting. A guide, a sightseer's guide to Reddington, a modest account of our own tale by Andrew Dare, which we have just checked out on November 18th. Well, I don't know if it's 1993, 2023, 40, 30, 20, 83, 93, whatever. The third largest city in Finn Ares and site of its former capital, Reddington is synonymous with mountains, mystery, and magic. Most tourists head straight for the boardwalk and don't get much further than the botanical gardens. However, Reddington has much more to offer. Spectacular scenery, a historic castle, and a charming underground bazaar reward visitors who wish to explore further. Reddington is that type of unique, enchanting place that lingers in your mind and memories long after you leave her. The Botanical Gardens, Reddington's most popular attraction, And a guaranteed crowd pleaser, the Botanical Gardens is loved by both locals and visitors for its heron canopy house and mausoleum, its petal-covered trails, and a mind-boggling variety of flowers. This is the reason springtime in Reddington is Reddington's busy season. Situated just east of the town, the Botanical Gardens offer a scenic and captive tableau of the natural countryside. A cobblestone trail meanders past over 1,000 species of tropical plants, each remarkable in its own right, yet even more stunning set against the spectacular backdrop of the Reddington Mountains. Allow yourself at least an hour to indulge in the picturesque walk, which concludes at Midway Station. Reddington Holly. Featherfall Keep, you'll find sitting at the base of Mount Perma, Reddington's second highest summit, a historic site described by scholars as significantly important to the realm's past. Featherfall Keep, the former home of Lord William Espin, has until recently always been a private residence, serving as a family home to the Espins since before the Third Era. After the death of Lord Espin, his oldest son Lionel Espin left the estate never to return. However, the daughter stayed, maintaining the residence and its staff until her marriage in 1951. Oh, 19. There we go. We now know that those numbers are 19. At that point, Featherfall Keep ceased to be a family residence. It became operating as a historic house, museum, and tourist attraction, and the estate was designated a National Historic Landmark in 1972. It is still believed by many that Featherfall was built by the first king of Orinda, Ares, when Reddington was still the capital. However, surface documents containing conflicting dates have recently cast some doubt on the long-standing myth. Trinsdale Lake. Close your eyes and imagine tranquil, serene stillness, rolling fogs, clear water, and gliding swans. In the midst of all that beauty sits Trinsdale Lake, one of Finn Airie's premier vacation destinations, exclusive for its more privileged citizens. The lakeside resort and cabins have been frequently frequented by royalty and the realm's gentry for generations. However, on the southern shore of the lake, tourists are free to enjoy the views and rub elbows with the rich and famous in the Hundreds Bell Tea Room, which is open to the general public for lunch on Mondays and Fridays. Mount Holly. At an elevation of 11,220 feet, Mount Holly is the tallest mountain in Reddington Range and the highest peak in the entire realm. Now, I don't know if I'm going to need it. I'm sure it's just fluff, but I need every number I can get. So, Mount Holly. Hello, pen, right. Mount Holly is 11,220 feet tall. Just in case. You never know. And the highest, and then we want to say that these are the 1900s. There we go. All right. Beyond the physical challenge itself, climbing Mount Holly Trail is a beautiful experience and one that many hikers and explorers will want to do at least once. It's only a few hours from Reddington to get to the trailhead, and you won't need any local guides or special gear if you tackle the trail during the summer season. However, those willing to give the mountain a significant amount of planning and research will be greatly rewarded whether or not they actually summit. On the opposite side of the peak, far from the trail, rests the estate of Mount Holly, nestled between the summit's northern slope and saddle. This 80-acre mountain residence is almost as old as Reddington itself. However, unlike Featherfall Keep, the property has been completely private since the closing of the Mount Holly Schoolhouse in 1966. Still, hikers will be able to appreciate the house's unique architecture at a distance from one of the trail's many north-facing outlets. Mainway Station Bazaar. For the sentimental tourist wishing to pick up a souvenir in to remember their stay, one might try braving the Mainway Station Bazaar. But don't be too hasty. Without proper guidance, the Mainway Station can be a dangerous place. Located underground, this unique marketplace was once Reddington's central railway station in a time when the realm's trains were still in service. Now the turnstiles, footbridges, and platforms have been appropriated and turned into a cavern of tents and torches. Whether you're bargain hunting, looking for adventure, or finding a memento to commemorate your visit, the Mainway Station Bazaar will be a worthy conclusion to your sightseeing adventure in Reddington. All right, and then we have a map. So Mount Holly, and then the bazaar. This is Reddington, which means that, okay, hold on. If we're assuming up the page is north, right? So then the estate must be somewhere right around here on the north facing side of the wall. Interesting. We didn't even talk about Angel Tower or 100 Bells, I think is what that says. Interesting. All right. Another book read. Just out of curiosity. All right. And then, yes, we only have one direction, which was perfectly fine. Ooh, an attic. There's 8 items in the attic. Oh my goodness. Do we want to kill that space though? Maybe. We don't really have currency, so I don't know that I want to do launder currency, whatever that means. We do want the workshop though, but I think we have a ton of gems. Let's just do it. This is a new room for us. Well, let's just see what's in here. Coupon book. Save $1 on each purchase you make in the state. Oh, well, that's interesting. He's pointing to something off camera. Making sure that no eyes. Oh, hey, look, I can get back here. I have no idea what this looks like. This looks like the security room, right? That totally looks like the security room pictures. But I don't know what that means. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Okay, so I've picked up only one item so far. Hey, there's a duck. There's a gem. So I got one out of the 3. What are you? Dear Ms. Marigold, so my mother, thank you so much for giving our editors the opportunity to consider your illustrated children's book, The Red Prince. Unfortunately, I regret that we have come to the conclusion that although the illustrations are wonderful, we do not think the material is a good fit with Ruffington's current catalog and therefore will not be pursuing a partnership at this time. If you provided us with a return envelope, your manuscript will be returned to you. Otherwise, it has been recycled. Thank you again for thinking of us here at Ruffington, and do not be discouraged to submit your work. Submit any work you complete in the future. We wish you every success in finding a home for your book. Oh, change the ending to political. Oh, April 12th. Interesting. April 12th. When do we know when the book was? Do we know when the book was written? I thought we did. I'm looking at my notes now. we know when the publisher was. Marigold Winds was August 22nd. So in April 12th, she sent it to the children's book department and then decided to change the ending. Interesting. Okay, got one of our gems back. What is this? A large battery pack provides use to battery-powered contraptions. Well, that's lovely. And then we would have to use our key for the trunk, which I think is still a wise move. Oh my goodness. Oh, we got quite a bit of money now. Another gem. So now we're back up to where we were gem-wise. What is this? A safety deposit key. Oh. What else? What else is there to find? I feel like we found everything, which means we're only out a key, and we gained a bunch of money and some knowledge. So she did write the book a little politically, is what it sounds like, because she was at least aware that there was some political intonations in how her children's book was being perceived. I'm just going over everything to see if there's anything that I can touch or grab that we haven't already seen. But it doesn't look like it. All right. With that, we've closed off that part of the house for the Momo. All right. Before we go into the security room, let's take a look at what this will open for us. We get our gem. I just want to see if there's anything else that might have randomly popped up. Nope. Okay, so let's open the store first. Oh, there's a coat check, which I don't really want to kill that room, but it looks like that one door is going to get killed either way. Let's go ahead and pay for the commissary because we've got a discount, so we might as well use it. We've got plenty of money. Oops. Need to get a little closer. Okay, so the corridor's not going to do me any good. The pantry's not bad. The hallway's not bad either. We have plenty of money. I think we do the hallway. I think we go ahead and come in here and find our key. The doors in the west wing are going to be not locked, so that's good. Now that we're in here, let's see. Ooh, there's one of the classrooms, which we can then turn. That's not bad. Or we can do a nook. Or the chapel. I think we do the chapel here. That way we still have options. But before we do that, let's go to the commissary and see what that yields us. Okay, staff notice we've seen before. Without. The commissary will be closed from day 12 to 16. We know that that's going to be a lie. I don't understand what the with and without there is. Ooh, the video game. No? Okay. Day 20 and 21. Salt shaker. Whenever you eat food and gain feet, you'll gain an extra feet. Oh, well, I didn't necessarily mean. I do like the compass. The compass says everything that goes north. Everything that you, most of the tiles will face north is what it says. We could do the shovel, Or we could do the sledgehammer. Sledgehammer will help us not have to use up so many keys. But the shovel will get us lots of money. So let's get the shovel. I don't necessarily need the keys at the moment. So, but we have at least one spot already that we know of that we would like the key for. That passage is 2 gems, but it gives us some options. I think at this point we do the 2 gems, right? But we go back and do the security room now. We've opened up quite a few rooms. So now the question becomes, does this look like, yeah, because so the image that we picked up in the attic, right? That's the 2 small ones. That's this one. And then this monitor had a circle. Interesting. I don't know what that means. And then it had everything X'd out. So that's curious, right? Curious. Press enter. View estate inventory. I've missed a gem somewhere. Probably in the attic and 5 coins. Oh my goodness. Or maybe that's I don't know. But I've missed a gem and 5 coins somewhere. And then let's just see. Okay. And then we don't know the login to the network. And I don't have the key card just yet, so that's fine. All right. We know that that's, I think these are the same every single, ooh, 5 coins. Hey, look. There a gem in here that I haven't gotten? Is that what, I wouldn't be surprised if the gem was actually in the attic because I feel like that would be a place, but it could also be in the other hallway that I opened. So the antechamber is locked. Car keyed is more redundant. Okay, so those are still all the same. What is this going to get me? Ooh, the conservatory. That is lovely. I feel like I could do the conservatory or I could do the bedroom. But I think the conservatory is probably where I want to go because again, remember, we want more of these um, floor plan adjustment ones so that when we do put down a classroom, hopefully, we then get bunches of things. Yay, I got a key. I love it. Drafting locations. West Wing only, garage, West Wing hall, her ladyship's chamber from south facing doors, East Wing only, East Wing hall, master bedroom, and then other special cases, conservatory and bookshop. Conservatory only draftable in a corner, and bookshop is only draftable from the library. Oh, that's interesting. So it kind of tells me some of the rules and whatnot for drafting. In the conservatory, you will be able to permanently adjust the rarity and rates that determine how often certain floor plans are drawn. Rarity changes can be reset using the directory in this room. Okay. Today you may adjust the rarities of the following floor plans. The patio, which will spread gems in all the green rooms. The mage chamber, where you're less likely to find items laying around in the house, there's got to be something amazing in that mage chamber for me to be willing to do that. And her ladyship's chamber, the next time you enter the boudoir, gain 10 feet. The next time you enter walk-in closet, gain 3. Oh, let's do that. Unusual rooms of garden variety. Let's confirm that. Yeah. can I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I can do more than one. Can I do more than one? The rarity and rates that determine how often certain. No, I can do them all. Um let's I don't know. So this one I'm going to leave, right? Um choose a plan. The patio I want standard though. Commonplace. Let's confirm that. And then we're going to exit cuz I don't know what the maids one is going to do for me. So I don't want to choose it. You know what I mean? Veranda I cannot do, even though it's a greater chance of finding greens, but I don't have the gems. So I could do a corridor, which is lovely. The West Wing, it doesn't help me, it doesn't hurt me, so let's just go ahead and do the West Wing. And this was the staff notice that we've seen before. That's not going to go anywhere, but we can now connect the passage if we so wish. And I think I had all of those, but I think I'm going to use the observatory now. We now have a 4, and that automatically connects, which is beautiful. We now have 4, so we're going to get a gem out of this, which is I'm okay with that. I like that. Plus 1 gem. Lovely. I am good with having a gem. Just look around really quickly. I like how there's a compass down there, but we can't really do much with it. Can I just... I don't know. I get a kick out of that. That's fun. All right. I don't know that there's going to be anything up top, so I'm going to just keep moving. Okay, so that's the commissary. Let's see what we open up. Okay, so I get nothing that allows me to get into the foundation from here, which is unfortunate. I think we do the courtyard. I know that that takes away my only gem, and that killed the kitchen, but it's, you know what? It's okay. I have the pantry here. Let's do the pantry. I will get a shiny apple that will get me an extra step because I have the salt shaker. Ooh, salt on an apple. I do know that I like that. Okay, so we got the the kitchen again, but we can't pay for it. So this is going to be a dead end unless I do the nook. While drafting, you may spend gems to redraw floor plans up to 8 times. Wow, that's cool. Let's do the nook though. And since that leads me away, I'm going to double back and come out here. Look, we got the metal detector. Love it. Going to help us find keys and money, which is great. We dug up another deposit key. Don't we have 2 of those now? Oh, they're different keys. So 149 and 304. Interesting. Woot woot, we got a turnip that gave us some more steps. Lovely. All right. Now, we can do the parlor. We could do we can't do the garage. I wish we could do the garage, but we can't. And if we do the parlor at least continues our motion. That'll get us, the parlor will get us more gems, assuming we don't flub this. Yep, I know, metal detector. All right, one true, one lie. Only one box is true. That is correct. That is true. Only one box contains gems. That is true too. The gems are in the white box, which has to be a lie. Oh, wait. Hold on. This one says, okay, hold on. Only one box is true, which is normally true. Only one box contains gems. So this is automatically false. Well, no, because this has to be true. So this has to be true. Only one box contains gems. So this must be false because that box is true. This box 100% is true. Only one box will ever contain gems. So this is the true box. So this is false. The gems are in the white box. So that's false. So now they're either in the black box or in the blue box. How does that help me? Only one box is true. Yeah, because here's the rules, right? Let's remind ourselves really quickly. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. And only one box has a prize. Oh, hey, there's money on the floor. Love the detector helping me find that extra money. Okay. So only one box ever contains gems. That's true. One of them has to be false. The gems are in the white box. Only one box contains. I think that's false. I think the gems are in the white box. Yeah? Yes. So this box was true. This box was true. This box was false. Go team. I like it when I figure it out. And then we run into a dead end. But we do need the utility closet 100%. Okay. Okay. We want we want the lights to be, we want the garage to be on for sure. Back indicators. We do have this somewhere where we have the colors of where we want the VAC indicators to be. Let's see if it comes up. But I do want the garage on, so if I do find the garage, no, I can actually do something with it. Okay. Now we've got to go through the passage into the pantry and into the nook. Yeah, I know. We got a key in here. Unfortunately, we do not have anything else that will help us. All right. We've got some gems. We can do a classroom, but then that dead ends, and unless we go to the chapel, our time, it looks like our time might be up soon. Ooh, wine cellar. Get 3 gems in the wine cellar. Man, that dead ends. Let's do the corridor. Oh, hey, there's a key on the ground. That's lovely. I like that I am getting all sorts of good stuff. Ooh, there's the patio. Or 2 dead ends. I know that the chapel's going to give us something extra, but I think we want to do the patio. Oh, the patio is pretty. Can we barbecue? Maybe? Hey, look. A shovel is coming in handy. We're definitely closer to that statue, which is lovely. I like the turnips. The turnips are helping us quite a bit. All right. Yep, we will unlock the door. Okay, so we can turn on the, I think we do the bedroom now. We could do the gymnasium. We do have plenty of steps. Let's do the gymnasium. We're gonna walk around just, I was like, wait, I was gonna say, we're gonna walk around just in case the detector goes off, which it did. We do not have a security electronic key just yet, so that is unfortunate, but it is okay. Ooh, we could do mailroom. Let's do the classroom. We now have a couple of different things, I think. Hey, first grade. They're learning the alphabet. Color worksheet. Fill in each object below with its correct color. What did you get wrong? Grapes, blueprints, gecko, pumpkin, water. Okay, so it must be the flags that are off. Interesting. What about you? 9 out of 12. Because you thought the gecko was purple. Or Freddy. Can you find the difference? Oh, puzzle classroom. I don't like it. Each color is only used twice. Okay, 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 okay. Interesting. That's good to know. My favorite color is red. You must really like red. You definitely did. But you got 2 correct. So what that tells me is none of these flags are red. None of the flags are red. This flag is definitely not blue. And it's not, okay, so none of the flags are red. None of the flags are blue. So what colors do we not use more than once? So orange. We've got orange, yellow, maybe purple, right? Yeah, because this is going to be green, right? Pretty sure that's what that's going to be. Yeah, so orange, yellow, and purple, one of those flags is correct. None of the flags are correct here. So either the orange flag is correct or the purple flag is correct. Ten out of 12. But we have orange and purple here. So the yellow flag is correct, right? That's what we're saying? Yes, the yellow flag is correct because the gecko is wrong. which means the purple or the orange flag is there. Hmm. Can I color this in? Oh, but there's an apple here. I will 100% take some more steps. I appreciate that. There's the metal detector's not going off. I don't know what that tells me, but I might as well write it down. Flags. So the mountain flag is yellow. Maybe. Because orange and purple are switched there, right? Orange and purple are switched there. And you've got 10 out of 12. Okay. And you're missing 2. We know this is incorrect. We know that that's incorrect. So yes, then if these 2 are incorrect, then the orange and the purple in this are correct. So then we have the V equals orange. And the sort of time clock looking one is purple. What does that mean? No clue. But we at least have figured it out that much. All right. Use a key. See where we go. We have so much money. The rumpus room. We could do the dark room. Ooh, we could redraw too. I want to redraw though. We could do the boudoir. Let's do the dark room. And unfortunately, I can't get back to the utility. Man, I dislike, let me tell you. Oh, man. We're going to just do that and hope for the best. Oh, the archives. Okay, so the archives isn't terrible. And then that needs a security room, which is obviously up. Okay. I mean, I guess I could have walked around in the other room, in the dark room, hoping that like that would give us something else. Okay, so we could do the bedroom. I don't want to do the weight room, that's for sure. Let's do the bedroom. Hey, look, more money. I could go back to the commissary if I have enough spaces now. Ooh, we could do the aquarium room. Or we could, oh, I don't want to do the billiard room. Or we could do an archive floor plan. Let's just do the aquarium room. Is that in here? Yes. What are you? A broken lever. Well, yeah, that could be very useful. A rock. I could free these fish with the rock. Just saying. All right, mailroom. Oh, these are dead ends. Well, that'll get me 2 gems, so that'll at least be worth that. And a key! Is there anything else in here? Yep, just that blue bird. I feel like the pictures probably are helpful somehow, some way, but I don't know how. I'm glad I took that key. Because who knew that I actually needed the key? Awesome. Okay, so I can do another classroom. Yeah, let's do the classroom because I'd have to go back to the dark room to make any other progress. Grade 2. More apples. Mathematics worksheet. Find each sum without using signs. All right. You teacher, kind of mean. Addition, subtraction, multiplication. All right. You got 10 out of 12. All right. I don't 9 out of 12. Like for this, look at the colors. Oh, this is 100% like the billiards puzzle. So blue is addition. I think it was blue's addition. How do you get 9? Oh, that must be wrong. Blue's addition, one's subtraction, and then one's multiplication. 6 times 1. So pink is multiplication. And then this is subtraction. So this would have been 5 times 3, which would have been 16. Yeah. 4, 1, 4. Yeah. So, got it. So this would have helped sort of with the other, but I don't know that. Can you spot the difference? No, not with that. Not with that. Okay, so I could do a laundry room. Let's redraw. We've got plenty of redraws. Why not? Oh, well, hey, we could do the billiard room now. That would be interesting. Let's do... Do I want to do the billiard room? Let's redraw. I don't know. The pool. Adds locker room, sauna, and pump room to today's draft pool. Oh my. This counts as 2 bedrooms. I want to see what the pool's like. We've done quite a bit today. An electronic keycard. Oh, that's lovely. I like that. Okay, there's a... Oh, we can't get into the pool, apparently. Very small pool. But, you know, you work with what you got. So why is that? Okay, so we only had one. Pool rules. The draft pool is your deck of potential floor plan. Each time you draft, 3 random floor plans are drawn for you from the draft pool for you to select from. The odds of drawing a specific floor plan may differ depending on the room. Other rooms are more rare than others. Some rooms are more rare than others. Floor plans added to the draft pool are removed at the end of the day unless otherwise stated. No running. It's locked. But you know what's not locked? All of those places that required a key card, like the aquarium. Did the aquarium? No. The dark room did, though. So let's go back. Through the dark room. Okay, so we need to go back through here, which is fine because we gained a step back. I think, yes. Dark room's the only one currently. Yes! Select a floor plan that we cannot see. I'm going to assume... Oh god, this is bad. This is really bad. I'm hoping that the dots mean that there's an exit. There is not an exit. This is the pump room. And because it runs into the classroom, it's a dead end. But we've now at least discovered it. Pump control. I don't... Fountain. And I can't push it up. I don't... Well, if that goes into this one, right? Did I just pump a whole bunch of water out? I think. Okay, so I'm assuming that there's a big assumption here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So if this is 4, this is this one, which comes all the way. I don't know. We're flooding the kitchen. I guess. Maybe. What about the aquarium? We can get back to the aquarium. The aquarium's this one. That do anything? No. Hmm. I don't. Oh, because here. Will that do something now? But that's only if I press, say, the fountain. I don't know where all the water is going. We're just going to give the greenhouse, which we don't actually have open, a whole bunch of water. Ooh, I wonder if... Okay, hold on. That goes there and then goes there. So if I do this and then do this, right? No, I want to... Sorry. Down. Down. I want the greenhouse with more water. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm trying to see if I take some of the water out of the pool. can I take some of the water out of the pool? Because that comes from there. Can I do it? Can I get back there? Oh, yes, I can. Because I can walk back to the pool. And the fountain's got more water back, but I don't want the fountain to have water. So let's do this. And then, come on. Yeah, no? Uh, hmm. That's not taking any more water away from the fount. All right, well, let's go see what this did, regardless. I need to go out. Oh, hey, there's one over here that I can't do anything with because I think this one I have to turn on. Anyway, darkroom archives. I need to go through the gymnasium. Yeah, I could go through the archives. Uh, it doesn't matter. I don't think. And then I can go through the patio. The luxury of the patio. Did I? Occasionally, you may discover small mounds of dirt at certain rooms with a shovel. One can excavate those spots. Yes, I am fully aware of excavation. It is a lovely, lovely thing. I want to get to. Oh, I want to get to the pool. I'm going the wrong direction. Uh, I have a key card. Oh, yeah, I want to go back to the pool. I am silly. Okay, where do I need to go? I need to go to the bedroom. I was like, I mean, there's a couple of places that I want to go, but I do want to get to the pool because I lowered the water, which is interesting. I don't know what this does for me other than I can walk further down into the water. That's locked. Okay. But it does play with the water for sure. Now can I get back? Where else did I need a security card? I don't. Hmm, I do not know. I'm looking at my map trying to figure out. The foundation did me absolutely no good because I built around it instead. Oopsie. I don't think other than the chapel, I have any place that I haven't opened up a spot, which is unfortunate. Because the pool needs a key, and I don't have one. Get these 2 steps. It's not like huge help, but it's not completely Horrible. And yes, I am down to the last few steps, which means not gonna be good. Yep, I've blown it. No. Calling it a day. Must rest. It was mainly a green. I don't know quite how I got green. I guess I had 3 green, but I had 4 red, so I don't know. The pool was definitely, we got a lot of new rooms actually. We had the pool, we had the classroom, we had the pump room. What else did we see that we had? The attic. We hadn't seen the attic before. I don't feel, I think we've seen the patio. I don't know. I feel like the patio was new. I don't remember it. But it definitely was a pretty good day. We'll do one more, see how far we get. I won't have all of those gems this time around, which is wah wah, but it's okay. Those gems helped me get into the attic, which was, it was good to see it, to kind of know that it's just gems and coin, right? I was hoping it was going to be like items, but clearly that was not what it was. Let's do corridor here, which means it's probably going to give me the storage room again real soon. Ooh, I don't, that's gross. Already a corner. All right. What about you? Yep, there's the spare room. As predicted. Let's do the spare room. All right, we're going to waste some steps, but I think that's okay. Oh, I could make a wish. I wonder if I lower the fountain. That's the fountain. If I lower it, I'm going to get a whole bunch of money for all the times that I've put money in the fountain, or anybody's putting money in the fountain. I don't know. That's a good question. All right, what are my options? Root cellar, which does me no good if I do not have um, a shovel. Hovel means everything's foots instead of gems, which, hey, at least that's something, right? And then trading post, which let's just do the hovel. Yeah, things went really fast the last time we did the hovel, but ooh, is that gonna, no. Okay. That took away one, but we could easily put it back, which was all I was really looking for. All right. There's nothing in here except now that everything's going to cost. We don't need to worry about gems so much. So there's at least that. All right, let's figure out what we're going to see. What there is to see. All right. Ooh, a locksmith. Keys for sale. I've never seen the locksmith before. That's kind of interesting. Let's just get a key. Yeah, the locksmith is kind of interesting. We don't have a lot of money, so that would be a little problematic. Let's do the courtyard. I think that's worth it. We'll get maybe one tool in here. Maybe. And if we can, won't get any tools in here. Fine. Fine. Be that way. But we do have a couple of dig spots if we can find something that works out. I don't want to spend another 3 steps just yet. Go ahead and come in here. Wow, really stingy. Usually there's like some tool that I could use that's right there. Man. Stingy, stingy. But hey, we've got plenty of steps, so that's lovely. Pantry goes the wrong way. Hallway at least gives me an option. So let's do the hallway. And then I'm going to be a little cheeky. Oh, it doesn't give it to me again. Okay, well, that's good to know. I didn't know that was a thing. I was going to see if I could just, really, the doors in the West Wing are likely to be locked. Okay, cool. So they're going to be unlocked. Love that for us. All right. I do not want to. I guess we're going to do the den because the observatory makes it a dead end room, and I really don't want to do that. Even though we really don't have need for gems right this minute. I was just checking. See if that was something I could use. Okay, so we could do observatory. That's going to be a 5. Let's go ahead and do that. Chamber of Mirrors. What the heck is this now? You can now draft second copies of rooms you already have in your house. Oh my. I feel like I have to do that. Oh, there's an orange over there. Okay, but that opened that window. Does that do anything the second time around? Yes, it closes it. Okay, so for sure, I think I want that open. I don't know how I do anything in here. I pressed a button. That room confuses me. I am confuzzled. All right. Rooms with 4 doors are more common today. I do like that. Let's use a key. Because I got one. That's going to dead end me. Well, I don't really like this. Whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5. Let's just do that. Because, A, I've never been in here before. So this is a new room. And B, it will help us with our steps. Hey, look, there was the Red Prince. There was a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The red prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for the fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. So he always had a book to turn his eyes down if he was ever outside when the clouds weren't around. And do you know which book the prince always had? The one that made him happy whenever he was sad? A story he had read in the bath and the bed, and maybe you can guess with the clues that we have said. It was the story of a boy who also wore red, and it looked like our prince from his toes to his head. And as you, my reader, might already assume, this book was quite near you, in fact, in the same room. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about a red prince and his book, the red book he just read. Interesting. Interesting. All right. Too political, they said. Alrighty. All right, let's go back through. We are now incentivized to bedrooms. All right, we have to go all the way back to the spare room now, I think, because I don't think that bedroom, I don't know what that mirrors room does, but I don't think that bedroom is going to help us. And then, yes, the no. And then back out to the beginning. In the beginning, I will take an extra step. Ooh, can I open this door? I can now open this door. A cloister. Oh, and then there's 7 locked doors. I don't have enough keys for the Great Hall. I think we take the risk with the cloister. We've been here before, but I think I'm hoping it was worth it. Maybe it's the courtyard that has all of the items. We're spending so much. There's the Great Hall again, and the kitchen. I don't want the kitchen. I guess we'll do the Great Hall just because then we at least have it. Oh, oh no. I'm very concerned about. Oh, let's do the guest bedroom. I was very concerned about my steps. So we get 5 and then a 10. We still didn't get another thing that we needed, but it's okay. It's okay. We're going to use the lock. Probably a really bad idea. What is that? A lockpick. All right. Maybe it's not such a bad idea. All right, so there's a veranda. Or we can do the West Hall. Let's do the West Hall. So I was thinking it gives us this door is now open, which is lovely to the Great Hall. And the Great Hall could have a lot of stuff in it. I just don't have a ton of keys. I think we now do the garage. We can't get out, so that's unfortunate. But that'll at least give us a bunch of keys. We can't get into those places, unfortunately. But maybe soon? Who knows? Okay, we're going to try the Great Hall. Let's try the lockpick. Oh, sneaky, sneaky. I'm going to try the lockpick again. You don't seem to be able to lockpick this door. Okay. Now let's use a key. Oh, yes, this one. We definitely, Ooh, the antechamber is... One of the doors is open. Thank you for the gem. Can we lockpick this one? Okay. Let's hold off. This one's not going to do me any good, so I'm not going to worry about that one. Let's try to lockpick this one. This one we're going to want to open normally, because this is going to help us. We could do the spare room here. That would get us into the foundation. I think we do that. Oh, and because we have the key card, did that open? Is that why that happened? Can we lockpick this one? We can. This has nothing. And then okay. So do I use my last key on one of the two doors that's locked? I think I wait. I pause and I wait and I see if I need a key in here. Yeah. Okay, so there's like two doors in here. This one, the passageway requires a lot. Could do the chapel. We lose some money, but at least it's not 6 steps, right? Like that's steep right now. Let's try lock picking. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of, that I would need a lock. Okay, we don't want a closet. I don't want to lose half my steps, but man, that passage. It's almost like losing half my steps. Almost. There isn't anything I can steal from the chapel, even though that sounds a little wrong. I mean, it's my own chapel, right? So, like, it's fine. It's fine. That could be we could do the commissary. Ooh, I like that. I know it costs, but I do like the idea of having this open, even if I don't have money. I could buy a gem. I don't know why I would want to. Salt shaker, sledgehammer, metal detector. Okay, it's good to know. And there goes all my money, so I cannot go back through the chapel now. Let's see what's this way. Oh, I could do the observatory again. That didn't get me money. Okay, this could be really, really bad. We're gonna take a risk and go into the boudoir, which is gonna give us more steps, thanks to the baby room. And we still don't know what this number is. Yeah, we still don't know what this is. All right. We've committed this way because I don't know that we can enter the chapel. The rotundra. It can rotate. Interesting. Sure. Like, I feel like this is the end, right? Like we're getting there. So let's I'm just curious. Lockpick? Oh, the lockpick worked. Am I at room 8? Maybe. I don't have any money, so the kitchen doesn't do me any good. There's nothing in there. Let's rotate it one more time. I want to see what that door is. Lockpick? Oh, I can't lockpick that one. All right. So do I go in and... Dining room's not a dead room. I mean, I might as well explore, right? Because we're almost at a dead room. We can't do the laboratory because we don't have the feet. The feetsies. Ooh, this will get me that. If I could. Am I at level 8 yet? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, one more. One more. Try lockpicking. Alright, fine. You know, the irony is that's not going to get me where I want. Call it a day! We saw a couple new rooms. The rotunda is interesting. The nursery, I see now why you would do the nursery, right? Because that was just nice. I still don't understand the Chamber of Mirrors. Maybe I will later? Question mark? But I do like that I got more than one room twice, so that's nice. But I'm going to end it right here. Thank you all for watching. We're making progress. I'm starting to see a lot of the rooms, right? Like, I don't know if I'm fully utilizing each of my days the way I should be, but I am starting to see different things in a lot of rooms, and I think that at some point I just need to understand what each room does in order to move forward. So we'll see. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!